Donald Trump may become president of the United States. Charlie Pierce wrote a piece in Esquire magazine talking about what the history of internment camps in this country are. When you hear the rhetoric of Donald Trump, guys talking about refugees. He talks about it with Syria. He talks about it with illegal immigrants. There was a ruling in the Supreme Court in 1944. It was a 6-3 ruling, a case called Korematsu v. U.S. And Korematsu allowed the government to create Japanese internment camps. So you think, okay, we apologize for it, all over, everybody goes home happy. But the Korematsu case has never been challenged. It is still standing law. It has never been overturned, 6-3. So it gives a president like Donald Trump the chance to come into office and do the exact same horrific things to Arabs, to Latinos, to anybody coming into this country illegally or presenting a problem in his eyes. Specifically, of course, when we think of Trump, we think of Muslims.
So the Trump supporters who are like, oh man, you guys don't understand terrorism. Are you kidding me? He almost blew up one of my, this particular terrorist almost blew up one of my best friends and his family's there. He's got 3 kids. The other bomb went off in New Jersey where my parents live, right? Look, we all got family in New York, and of course it's personal. I mean, I know terrorists are almost by definition stupid in one way or another, but it's amazing how counterproductive they are so often. And so this idiot goes in because he's going to do things for the good of Muslims, and he would have, if he got my family or friends would have blown up Muslims, okay, or former Muslims, whatever, right? And so this genius thought, 2 months before an election where someone is fear-mongering against Muslims, I'll prove him right.
Forensic psychologist at Bond University named Nathan Brooks, and he studied 261 corporate professionals and found that 1 out of every 5 corporate bosses is a psychopath.
I'm going to put the over-under on 3. I think I have 3 out of the 10 psychopath traits of a CEO.
So number 1, they tend to exploit and trick others for self-advancement.
1.
Number 2, they have used lies and deception to get their way. Number 3, they have used ingratiation to get their way. Number 4, they tend to manipulate others for selfish reasons. Number 5, they tend not to feel regretful and apologetic after having done wrong. Number 6, they tend not to worry about whether their behavior is ethical. Number 7, they tend to be lacking in empathy and crassly unaware of the distress they can cause others. Number 8, they tend to be hungry for admiration. Number 9, they tend to want to be the center of attention. And number 10, they tend to take it for granted that other people will make extra efforts to help them.
Malcolm, you can attest to that, having started on the public access show. I'm going to go with 3 out of 10.
There was a longer list that I narrowed this from, but one of them that I cut was about being narcissistic, which I find interesting because we're doing this whole segment about CEOs, whether they are psychopaths, and one of them is that you're narcissistic and you have taken the whole conversation and made it about you. So I find
We'll go with 4. We'll go with 4.
2 to 3 things on this list that are actually like traits of psychopaths. Like there's things like, who cares about hungry for admiration? That doesn't apply to psychopaths. They tend to be lacking in empathy and crassly unaware of the distress that they call others. Yes, that's a psychopath thing. But the other one's about listen, I'll do what I need to do to get my way.
A plumber does that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think it's
That's
degrees.
exactly what I was going to say. I was going to make a plumbing reference. Damn it.